Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an advanced guide on all four swords for Citadelle de Mort. Now this is going to go into more detail than you have seen anywhere else, but first things first, follow the map objective and turn on power or activate Pack Punch. Without doing this, you are not going to be able to get into the secret room in the dining hall. So get Pack a Punch sorted and you'll be able to get inside here, and we're going to need this for Balmung Raven Sword later on. Now, first thing we need to talk about is the night zombies and exactly how these work. They spawn in on round 10 and afterwards. They will drop a little golden stamp that unlocks the actual knight and the basic sword itself. Now, these night zombies will spawn in continuously, only one at a time, but as soon as you kill one, the next will spawn in and you can get another stamp for the next knight and the next sword. They will even spawn in on bug rounds, but they will, just continuously spawn in. But once you've unlocked the final sword, they will stop spawning in. I know a lot of people have been annoyed with these. Just unlock all the swords and they will stop spawning. Now the first one we're going to do is Slaris, the Lion of Light, and you want to pick up the Lion Bastard Sword. Now as soon as you do that, 4 parasites are going to spawn in that are glowing. Be very precious with these because you can do the Easter egg really quickly and really easily, so just take them outside to the courtyard. You want to melee one of them with the sword, and the energy from the glowing parasite will go into the sword. You can then transfer it to this door outside, and you want to repeat that another 3 times so that you have 4 glowing symbols on the door. Now, do not worry, the actual glowing effect on the sword lasts for 40 seconds, so you have plenty of time to get from the parasite to the door. But if you accidentally kill one of the parasites and you have to wait, don't worry, new ones will spawn in the next round. Not every single one will be glowing, but find the glowing one and you'll be able to get the door all full up with those 4 symbols, knock on it with your interact button, and you'll be able to enter this secret little area. Now inside, place your sword into the pedestal. The code to shoot in the symbols that come out is on the pedestal itself. And as far as I am aware, it is the exact same code every single time. First shoot the circle with the little circle inside, then shoot the star, then shoot the line with the arrow on top, then shoot the circle with the line in the middle. This is the same code every time and you will complete this sword. Now, a few warnings: if you shoot the wrong symbol, don't panic, the set will just reset itself and you'll be able to start again. Now if you go over the minute mark and take too long, it will actually kick you out with the basic sword and you'll have to wait till the next round starts for the lights to appear again and you can knock on the door and redo it. But that is how you get Slaris, the Lion of Light. Moving on, we're going to do a Caliburn Dragons of Fire sword next. Now you're going to need the sword to put in this dragon pedestal that's just inside the entrance hall. 3 lights will appear on that statue up there, telling you where to go. Now, essentially, you have these 3 little dragon pits where you interact with it, it will set you on fire and damage you, and you have to run back to the dragon and bring the fire to him. Yes, the fire will kill you if you take too long. To get health back, you can melee zombies on your way, and that's what we're going to be using. Your second location is down at spawn. You can do these in any order. I'm just doing it in this order for this game. Second location, just make your way all the way back, and I'm showing you that even on the longest run, you only need to hit 1 zombie to get your health back. You can do this entire run in one with only hitting 1 zombie. It's really quick, really efficient. Now, a really big warning: if you're trying to keep a final zombie alive, new zombies will spawn in with this challenge. Now, they're separate to your round-based zombies, and as you can see, I've still got a zombie left and the round finished. So if you're trying to save the round, don't kill any zombies at all. Your third location is going to be to the left of spawn, and you've got to run all the way up. And my third tip here is to slide into the zombies instead of meleeing them. It avoids the animation, it's a lot quicker. But once you've done all 3 fire pits, brought it back to the sword, the dragon will breathe fire onto the sword and upgrade it into Caliburn for you. And that is literally these first 2 are so simple, it's ridiculous. Now, moving on to Durendel, the Stag of Storms. Now you need to find 3 little electrical rods. One is always going to be up here on the left side of the map next to this little house in the corner. It's always there. And the second you need to get dead wire for. If you come onto the right side of the map, you're going to see a little, the rod sitting up on the antenna. All you do is go down, shoot the white electric box, it will send up a charge and release it. Now you can pick up these first 2 really early on before you've even unlocked the sword. But the third piece, you need to be actually carrying the sword. Specifically that sword. If you're not carrying it, this next step won't work. Once you're carrying the sword, kill zombies and eventually an armored zombie will spawn that has the 3rd and final rod attached to him. This armored zombie is separate again to round-based zombies, so don't leave him as the last zombie if you're trying to save the rounds, because the rounds will continue. He is a special zombie. Now he will drop the 3rd and final rod. Again, you can get these in any order. This just tends to be the last one because you need the sword itself. Bring the 3 rods up onto the right castle wall and you can place them inside this pot. They will start spinning and start a storm. Now, essentially, you have to wait 20 seconds and the storm will charge your sword. Once the storm has charged your sword, hit the pot. If you don't, you have 5 seconds and it will electrocute you instead, basically stunning you, damaging you, and stunning the zombies around you. If you take too long completing the challenge altogether, it will spit out the electrical rods onto the floor and you'll have to pick them up and try again. Now, I've seen a lot of people struggle with this because they try to do it in the middle of rounds, but the actual challenge itself only spawns a few zombies. So if you save a zombie at the end of a round, you can just nice and safely herd this group of 5 zombies. I usually just take out the spiders to make it even simpler, and you repeat this 3 times. Charge the sword after 20 seconds of waiting, hit it 1, 2, 3, and then put the sword into the pot and the 3 charged rods will charge your sword, and boom, you've got Durendel, the Stag of Storms. Now to Balmung, Raven's Shadow. Now this is the one most people are still struggling with on a few little variables, and I'm here to say I have every single variable covered. Now, as I said, get Pack-a-Punch activated. You'll be able to get into this secret room, and we're looking for one of potential 5 spawn locations of these little rock fossil things. The first one is going to be the scorpion on the desk. The second one is going to be the 2-headed crow skull on the bookshelf, and these all have writing below them that tell you what the zodiac symbol is for them, but we'll get into that a bit later. The third one is going to be the Leo, lion's jaw, sitting on the shelf as well. And then at the back, you're going to have the horn, the ram's horn on the middle of the shelf. And then your next location is going to be the actual fish fossil. The fish and the scorpion look quite similar, but they have different spawn locations. The fish sits up there. Now, once you've done that, go to spawn and you'll be able to enter the rock into this device and then the sword just below it. Once you've done that, you'll be able to crack the code essentially. The first code for the fish is Pisces and water with these symbols there. Feel free to take screenshots as I go through this, because the way I edit, I can't bring all the images into one image itself. The actual scorpion is going to represent Scorpio, and his element is water. That will unlock this challenge. Your Leo is the lion's jaw. That's going to be fire with these symbols. Again, just take screenshots, probably a lot simpler. Moving on to our next bone, we have Aries, the ram, and his element is also going to be fire. I don't think there's a single earth element out of these 5 fossils. Now, your next one, the final one, is going to be Gemini, and this is the air one. The other 2 are fire, and the other 2 are water, and there's only 1 air element. Just take screenshots, it's going to be so much simpler. But this will activate these little purple portal around the room, and purple balls will come out from the coding cracker safe thing that you were just in, and you have to bring them into the portal. Once they get close, they'll just get drawn down. Be careful because they do have an explosive splash damage effect, so these balls can actually damage you. Just save a zombie at the end of a round, and you have to repeat this 3 times. putting 3 balls into the portal. The portal will move around the room, do that a total of 3 times, and then the ball itself will make its way back to the safe, and here we have our final sword. Balmung, just interact with it and you'll get Balmung Raven Shadow. But other than that, this is going to be the most detailed guide out there. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and have yourself an awesome day.